All right. It's the Connected Corner coming live. Happy Tuesday.
Yes. Hey.
What day is it?
Tuesday.
What day is it?
Taco
Tuesday.
We got a really big thing in California. Don't
sending virtual tacos to everybody.
Give me one.
Taco Tuesday. So live from the Connected Corner, I am one of your hosts, Tori Rose, the Connector, saying, hey y'all.
Hey,
who else do I have with me today?
Kiana B. Jones.
Miss Busy B. Hey girl.
You got your girl D Nice, the entertainment specialist. Keep it locked right here, yo. I'm coming up with all your favorite entertainment news.
Oh, the entertainment. So again, guys, we want you guys to dial in 404-436-1277. Also, if you want to see everything that we can see, thanks, Kia, for them tacos. Come and share the tacos, virtual tacos. Everybody all day, drop your tacos into our comments. I make the best tacos, by the way. Just want you guys to know that they are bomb.com. Taco Bell calls me in the middle of the night and goes, Tori, what's your secret? Anyway, I digress. 404-436-1277. And if you want to see everybody that's up here, you want to get the whole view, you guys please go to www.RadioOnFire.com.
Yes.
And call us. So, busy show.
I was going to say 404-436-1277.
Call us. So we had a busy show. We're going to jump right in. Today is going to be jam-packed, full of information. You know, at the Connected Corner, you can actually get information and news that you can really use. And I want to just give shout-outs to a few people who have said, thank you so much for your past guests. They've gotten connected. They've gotten resources. They've been able to move their families forward. And that's what it's about. It's not about just being seen or being busy. It's about actually bringing news and resources that you all can use. And so we are preparing to do like a little reunion show. It'll be coming up next month or so. We have the months that have Tuesdays, that are 5 Tuesdays, will be our special segment Tuesday. So we're excited about that. We'll be letting you know. So Kiana's gonna cue up our first guest. We know how we do it here.
October is the best month.
It's like the Maury Povich show, where we bring them on down and see if she is the pappy.
Or the mommy.
Well, you know.
Mommy.
The mamacita. So, Kiana, cue us up. Let us know, who do we have coming up?
Coming to this, I always want to say coming to the stage, right? So, coming to the stage, interview table. Coming to the table. We have Miss Lindsay.
Yes.
Hill. Okay.
Yes.
So, this is a fabulous young lady, guys. I can't wait. We're going to bring her up. But just a little bit about her, and I'm gonna let her tell the rest by herself. But she's just the bomb.com. I'm just telling you, she's smart and she cute. Wait till y'all see her.
She is smart.
She
and
is
she is
smart
cute.
and she is pretty and she is intelligent and you know she is. She's a young lady, just forcing through the banking industry, and she's gonna talk to us today about securing the bag, about building wealth in our community, and I'm just excited to have her here with us today. So, no further ado, let's bring up Miss Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay girl. Get connected at the corners.
Yes.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hello, everyone.
I told you. Look at that. Wait a minute, y'all gotta see this beautiful smile.
You guys are amazing.
Are you related to Jordan Peele?
You know, I'm gonna say that he's my cousin.
Okay.
He's a good cousin to have.
Yep.
We're going to the Oscars.
Yeah, so I want to say I had the first time the pleasure of meeting Lindsay. We were both interviewed. New Lens Media, in conjunction with PBS and Associated Black Charities. So they were interviewing people just in the finance industry community, and we were talking about financial literacy and collective economics and all those things. So the first time we met, we just like jived. I was like, oh, she is awesome. She is on it. She is doing her thing. And so just to have you here today, it's just funny how people just connect and you keep the circle going. And we've been at other events and things with you. So we thank you for coming here today. And we're going to talk about something really, really good for the people, because everybody want to talk about money, right? We want to talk about money. We want to know about, and it's not a lot of us, in the banking industry, right? And so we're just thankful that you're there representing us and doing the things you're doing. But it was so interesting. So you have an MBA.
Yes.
But then you also have a bachelor's in broadcast journalism.
Yes.
So how you go from broadcasting to banking? I need to know that.
Well, first, hello, everyone. Thank you so much, ladies, for the invitation. It is truly an honor and a blessing to, really be here with you guys and to share some valuable information to our listeners. So I always say I really bumped into banking. So I was in school and I was pursuing a career in broadcast. So I thought I was going to be a news anchor. I was looking to make a whole bunch of money and be famous and be on television. And then going to Howard, our mantra really is truth and service. So my minor was in community development. And I was searching for an internship. This was towards the end of my junior year. I was searching for an internship. It was going to be the first summer that I was going to really be staying in DC. So I was like, okay, I want to work. I want to make some money. And I was on Indeed and I saw a part-time job. I was like, okay, 20-hour part-time teller, full-time benefits. I was like, let's tap into that. The pay at the time for a teller was just a little under $14. So I was like, as a college student, I can use that. So I fell into it, and my manager was absolutely amazing. She was a country girl herself from Pensacola, Florida. Shout out to you, Miss Brittany Knight.
Hey, Brittany,
if you're listening. And she really just made me fall in love with banking. And it wasn't necessarily the actual transactional piece of it. It was the impact, I started off working in DC, right down the street from Howard University, on the corner of 7th, on 7th and Georgia. And that community, it was very much so mass market. It was very mixed. You had some business owners, but you also had people of color who were suffering financially. So I saw the long lines on the first and the third. I saw people come and drain their entire account as soon as that direct deposit hit. But I also saw my manager and her resilience, not only to lead the team in that neighborhood, the team was dynamic, by the way. And she would go out and she would teach financial literacy. And I fell in love. And I said, you know what? The skills that I am learning, in broadcast, I can use that to speak. So since then, that was in 2015, I have hit the ground running. I didn't stop. I was with Wells Fargo for 4 years. And in those 4 years, I was in 4 different positions, from a part-time teller to a CSSR to a personal banker to a business specialist. And recently, and about 4 months ago, to God be the glory, about 4 months ago, I was privileged with the opportunity to advance my career and move on to BB&T, where I'm now a market leader. And I manage 2 retail locations, one in Harbor East and the other inside of the Gallery Mall downtown.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah.
Harbor East. This black girl. I'm just going to throw that out there.
She got me doing that. Did I just do that?
You did, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. She just got me
And it's so amazing because my position right before this, I was a business specialist, and I was at the Wells Fargo in Harbor East. So, it's... And the branch where I am now is literally a block away from where I was. So it's just amazing how God works and how he just put things in your path and the right people. Shout out to all of my mentors at Wells Fargo who really helped me get here. Monica Mitchell, I just saw her on another panel for Chase and Essence. You guys, it was phenomenal. It was currency conversations. It was absolutely everything. So I'm just grateful for my mentors, for my family, my friends.
I'm just
basically.
She's had 91 jobs in all her 17 years. But we're proud of you.
Thank you. I work from my heart.
Yeah.
I work from my heart.
She works from her heart.
I know.
So wait, can I take a moment and hijack you guys' interview? So you don't have a phone? You don't want to go live or anything?
So my phone, I didn't know if it was going to die because my battery's a little low.
Girl, let it die. Go
just let it die. Okay, y'all, give me one more.
Get your ass Listen, while she's getting her airtime, we're going to drop the number 404-436-1277. We want to make sure that we are hearing from you. If you have comments or, hey, Val Jenkins, hey, Eric Holmes, Leroy has joined, Dana, Tyrese, Lala. A lot of the financial, the people who are in our financial network are actually watching tonight. So if you have questions, you want to call us in, dial in 404-436-1277 or post your questions and we'll be sure to read them and tag you.
Yes. So, stay like that. Of course, we talked about. We said that we told you Lindsay is just absolutely awesome, right? Young lady. Are you YXZ? No,
I'm a millennial.
You're a millennial, because we have all these new names.
I made the cut,
and I just showed that I'm not a millennial. Or see, like, what's the age cut off of that? But just proud of you. Like, just want to say congratulations and commend you for just doing such great things.
Thank you.
You talk and you're just like smiling, like, thank you so much for representing us. So we talked about how you got from banking. I said from broadcasting to banking, right? I love that. And so we know we have a lot of entrepreneurs, and we've heard you speak before on panels. But tuning in, the entrepreneurs out there, and I know people want to know, like, how do they get banking? When you talk about building wealth, like, what are some of the things that you see and that you're able to do in your position, in banking to help in the community, let's Black and brown people, entrepreneurs, because I know as an entrepreneur it's hard, and one of the biggest things in entrepreneurship is capital, and then when you put on top of that you're a minority, and then you put on top of that you're a minority woman, it's even harder. So just knowing that somebody is in there, what are some of the programs or things or advice do you have for us entrepreneurs out there?
Well, the first thing I'm going to say is to, one, know your bank, but also make sure that you're creating relationships. In banking and finance and business, relationships are everything. I wouldn't be where I am right now in my career if it was not for the relationships that I created. I was a part-time teller, and I was making phone calls to our senior VP of corporate philanthropy, asking questions, can you mentor me? And I was vulnerable, I was honest, I was transparent, and I was able to portray exactly what it is that I was looking for in a mentor. And they always say, if you don't ask, you shall not receive. So I was extremely blessed to have people to say, you know what, let me wrap you under my wings, and to really push me and to be in an industry where you don't see a lot of people who look like us. The level of education that we have, that I've gained in banking, it's information that I've never even seen before, especially in communities that look like ours. We're intimidated by big banks, but it's so important for you to really kind of take that first step. But a part of that is, one, having the confidence in what it is that you want to do, in your skill and in your ability to do well, to go out there and perform and to really change lives, whether you want to do hair or whether it is that you want to, cut grass for a living, whatever it is, have the confidence to do it, because it really does start with you. You can have the people around you, you can be well connected, but if you don't have the confidence, you're not going to speak up for yourself. You're not going to ask. And that was one of the scared. You really do have to stop being scared. And I always tell my friends, don't wait until you're not afraid. Just do it afraid anyway. That's right. What's the worst that can happen? So a part of my long-term goal really is to stay in banking, but to grow in the Community Reinvestment Act. So this is the section of the bank where we actually give. We're making sure that the institutions that are in our communities and transacting business are putting that money back into our community. So making sure that we are giving to nonprofits, making sure that we are giving to small business ventures, and providing that access to capital. In entrepreneurship, especially in black and brown communities, a lot of times the biggest hiccup is finding access to capital.
Yes, it
However, while it's hard to find the resources to get that, we're also not fiscally prepared to even ask for that capital. So making sure that, one,
fiscally prepared.
Yes,
that means
fiscally prepared.
Get yourself together, okay? Get your paperwork in order.
We have to get our house in order. And it's so funny because I see the people who look like me who are upset with banks. You know, our grandma said, don't trust the bank. You know, my mama said, we keep our money in a shoebox under the mattress. But, you know, it really is about also having some personal accountability. You know, I see a lot of people who are banking clients and they don't do their end on being a great bankable client. So it's not just about what is the bank going to do for you, but how are you also taking care of your bank? You know, so are you consistently overdrafting your account? You know, are you mismanaging your money? You know, are you a liability to the bank versus being an asset? And being able to know where you stand, being able to gather your resources. So doing your research, connecting with the right people, and using that information to really elevate you and take you to the next level. I had to do a lot of research, you know, to where I was, one, for my degrees, but also in my industry. I had to figure out what it is that they're looking for. How can I stand out? Because realistically, there are a lot of people in banking. Right. Period. You have a lot of institutions. We all do almost the same thing. So it really is, what is it about you that kind of makes you stand out? And one thing I'll say, and even now as a leader, as a manager, managing 2 teams, I do lead and I work from my heart. It really is. It come from a place of giving. I'm not sure if you guys heard in the last event where we saw each other, but my parents are small business owners. So, you know, I saw them really grow a business, which is now over 15 years old. And I saw them start from the bottom and to be able to send me to college, to make sure I got through grad school without certain financial burdens that I know wouldn't have been possible without their business. But it takes a lot of grit, you know, entrepreneurship. Grit. It is not for the faint at heart at all. It is challenging, you know, and it's hard. You'll have some sleepless nights. You know, you will have some moments where you're just crying, where you feel stuck and you want to give up. But connecting, finding those people, finding those resources, and being able to implement, putting yourself in those rooms with those people that you want to be like, you know.
So we talked about the being fiscally sponsored. Yes. Fiscally prepared. I said fiscally. Well, I'm nonprofit was in my mind, and I'm saying fiscally a lot of hats. It's okay. Right. So being fiscally prepared. What are some tools or things that are out there to help them get fiscally prepared?
Starting with your institution. So if you do have a banking relationship with a financial institution, whether it's a bank or whether it's a credit union, go in there and actually invest some time in yourself. You know, I tell my clients, spend, even if it's 30 minutes a month, go into the bank, have a conversation with the banker. First of all, they're holding your money. They're transacting your business. They're using your money to further their mission. So use them for what they have. We have free resources. Having consultative conversations with bankers like myself, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You know, you're a member. Even when you're a non-client, you can come in and have those conversations, but you have to do it. So one, using your institution for what we have, the resources that we have, whether it's free financial literacy workshops, whether it's that consultative conversation where we're actually digging into your financials and helping you to plan for your future. Also using online platforms. You know, there are a lot of apps. You know, there are YouTube videos, there are podcasts that even myself, I listen to help further my own financial agenda, but we just have to kind of do the work to get there. I use, even for myself, I believe in diversifying your assets. So I do split my money into multiple accounts at different institutions and using all of them for what it's worth. You know, who has the best interest rate? You know, who's going to do the most for me with my money? Even learning about investing in different ways. Investing doesn't have to always look like the stock market, you know, but that's what we're used to hearing. If that's your choice, great. You know, start with something small. Start with apps like Acorns or Robinhood, who will teach you.
That Acorn app, I recommended that to a lot of my tax clients and stuff. But let me tell you, I turned around and I just was like, I'm gonna try this out
from the change.
Just try it out from my change.
Absolutely.
And the next thing I looked up, I had like over $1,000 in my Acorn account. I was like, oh my gosh. So definitely that I will thumbs up too for the Acorn. And it's an app. And I know people are nervous. People say, technology, and you know, they gonna steal my money, and we still got, you know, people out here with, you know, I understand conspiracy theories when about putting your money in bank. And so then when you go to say, you know, you got the cash apps and different things where it's electronic, but Acorn, like I said, just try a little bit, you know what I mean? Like something that you know, you won't miss it necessarily, but just try a little bit. But that app, and it literally builds investment off of change.
It does. And even once
like Robinhood as well.
I do
and
like Robinhood.
That's their motto. If you watch the YouTube video and stuff about them, but
Robinhood is just a tad bit more advanced than Acorns, because Robinhood, you actually kind of have to research, the companies that you do want to invest in. But I think it's great. The platform is great, especially when you're able to look at the trends. But look at the trends. Some people just go on and just invest in anything. I look at the 1 year, the 5 year trends, and just to look at the growth of the business. What will my return? What will the return on my investment look like? So really being able to digest that and to invest in things that you enjoy, things that that will be around for a while. Also being able to tap into your resources. I always say, as entrepreneurs, you want to have a group of people who have your back. So you want to make sure that you have an accountant and a bookkeeper who are there with you, who knows the vision and the goals for your business, aka you. Absolutely, Kiana B, y'all.
Drop the busy bee.
Making sure that you have that person, making sure that you're using your business banker for what they're worth, making sure that we have a business attorney. Even if you can't necessarily afford to have a retainer, make sure that you have somebody that that you will be able to call if there is an emergency, or if you have a client who isn't paying in that sense. So just making sure that we're using our resources, making sure that we're stepping out of that box and being uncomfortable.
That is so good.
That's good.
That is. Did y'all get all that good information?
I just downloaded Acorn and Robinhood.
He said she downloaded them both. So we talk about news and things that you can use. Tori, do you have questions?
I do. I have a quick question. So a lot of what you gave us is invaluable. And it's invaluable because if someone heeds what you're saying, they can literally change not only their lives, but their families' lives for generations. One thing that I heard, especially when we start talking about apps and technology and being savvy, it can be fearful. It can be intimidating. It can also it can seemingly be unrealistic. Right. So for someone who's living on a fixed income, for someone who feels like they're living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe even not bringing in enough money to even make their bills, I would like to have that conversation. I would like to ask
question.
I saw a couple of things come through. Let me just make sure. So researching Acorn. I want to make sure before I ask this one question of my own. Okay. So that Kiana and I are financial advisors. Yes. We're also licensed to sell life insurance, and we work with a financial team and all of that. But when I meet with people and they say, I bring in $600 a month, that's it. The conversation goes from all of this high-level assets versus liabilities, being able to research and ask questions, to financial health.
Absolutely.
So we go from a conversation of wealth to a conversation of health. So my question to you is, for the person who feels like I am at level -1, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know an asset from my assets. I don't know a mutual friend, a mutual fund. I don't know what you talking about. I know I got $600.
Right.
It's not enough. I'm raising my grandchildren. I'm raising my children. I got $10 a month. What do I do with it?
So for me, I don't necessarily believe in there isn't enough.
Okay.
Because it's not about what you make. It's about how you're using and spending your money. Because I can guarantee you, even that person who says, oh, I only have $10 a month left, or whatever the case may be, I promise you that they spend some money, extra money during the month on something else that they could have put in a savings account, whether that's an extra bottle of wine because they had a long week, or whether that's a pack of cigarettes, or whatever, or eating out,
Wait,
too many times.
I don't need my 6 packs of cigarettes in my month?
No,
Girl.
you don't.
She ain't saying nothing about that.
You have to think about
She said something about
cigarettes. Y'all know I don't smoke, but
No.
I think that's an awesome point. So you're saying find things in your life
that are discretionary that you can chop up.
That you can chop up.
Like for me, somebody who I consider myself financially savvy, I meal prep. I don't buy lunch every day.
You meal prep.
I do. So in our house, we cook on Sundays and we prep for the week. And I'm that person who's carrying a lunchbox to work.
Oh,
but
she's making the fish in the microwave. Okay, that's you.
Not that.
Like, who bought seafood today to warm up in
Thank you, Lindsay. I was wondering.
the communal microwave?
Right.
But you know what? I'm saving that $5 to $10 a day, though.
That's true.
You know,
and then you can take that $5 or $10
and
a day
multiply that.
and you put it in somewhere.
Yep.
Where would you put it?
So
Talk to me as if I don't know anything about banking.
So if you don't know anything, even if you're not comfortable with a bank, you know, and I don't want to say, you know, put it in the house because it's just not safe.
Right.
But even if you have that prepaid card, right? You have that, what is it, the money card or
Green dot.
You know,
net
spend.
those are accounts that you can still deposit money. So if you're like, you know what, I'm still not sold or convinced,
And
you know,
PayPal now. You can direct deposit to
into your
PayPal now.
Yes,
you can.
Okay, PayPal.
So to all my
they're a
business
whole
owners
bank
out there,
now.
you can direct deposit into your PayPal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted
Direct
to.
deposit.
Somebody asked this question the other day about Cash App. So, can your Cash App account be used towards income for the year? Cash App is powered by Square, and yes, you can print out everything that came in to your Cash App account throughout the year. You actually can go log into your account, get a summary,
DJ Boom.
and Val says she collects change. So I just wanted to clean that up. Yes, Cash App is a summary. There's a summary feature, and it can count as income printed out at the end of the year.
And what you paid out.
And what you paid out.
And see, that's great information because I know a lot of clients are using Cash App. So I definitely hope that you guys noted that. But being able to just figure out, you know, what am I doing that I can change? Because it's not always about the money. Sometimes it's about you and your money habits. If you have piss poor habits, I don't care if you make $600 a month, $50 a month, or $10,000 a month. If your habits aren't where they need to be, you're still going to feel like you don't have any money.
That's so good.
Yeah,
Fact.
that
I
kinda
think
hit
she
me.
dropped the mic on that one.
Yeah.
So let's give it up for Lindsay.
Yes.
We thank everybody.
Yeah.
She hit me.
Oof. Yeah. Nice.
You
got
felt that?
anything?
I felt it.
You felt
We're gonna have to talk offline because
Okay. All right. Well, it's time. It's time.
So real quick plug, just in case if you do need
Drop that
some
plug.
business banking
yes,
or
yes.
personal
Yes, thank you. Where do we
banking,
find you?
that creating that relationship, you can find me on Instagram at L Peel the Real Deal. So that's LPEELE. The real
The
deal.
real deal.
And we're gonna cut to the truth. You know, I'm gonna be raw, but I'm gonna be transparent, and it always comes from the heart because I do want to see us creating that generational wealth. So thank you, ladies. Come
No
find
problem.
me.
No problem. And listen, you just got another offer for another show, so I will connect you to Miss Val Jenkins, who has her show is on Friday nights.
Yes.
So this is how we're going to continue to spread
Look at that.
news and
Connected.
resources that you can actually
Connected.
use. This is the
Right there.
Connected Corner.
Thank you,
You come to the
ladies.
Connected Corner to get connected. So we love you. We thank you. You're our sister girl. Guys, hold on.
Thank you,
We're going to a
ladies.
quick commercial break.
Be right back.
And
Don't
we'll
go
be
nowhere.
right back.
Come
Tune into
back.
segment
Don't go
2.
nowhere. We'll be right back. My live is still gonna go. My live is still gonna go.
Hey.
We back.
All right. We are back at the Connect all the tea. Kiana, what did you feel about what Lindsay shared with us?
Well, you already know that I was very excited about the information she shared. I love the information she shared. I co-signed it.
Yes.
Co-signed
it. Just being in the financial industry, pretty much I've done accounting and finance my whole life. And so it's just very important information to hear, and I'm just glad that she was able to bring it to the people. And I learn something every time because I'm an accountant, I'm not a banker, but still just learning more and more. So thank you for that information.
Yeah. So if y'all didn't get it, go back and get segment 1.
Yeah, go look at segment 1.
We just had an amazing encounter. The door opened and Jesus came in. Y'all believe me? No, not quite Jesus. Not quite Jesus. But the amazing and awesome Rashad Corey is all the way live in the studio with us. Celebrity stylist Rashad Corey. Come on down. Come to the table. So Rashad didn't know that we do our Maury Povich style. Coming on down, come to the table. I am so honored. I have not seen you.
6 months.
It's been 6 months. And so when I heard my little brother was in the city, I was like, okay, I gotta figure out how to get him here. If I gotta bribe him.
No bribing is needed.
No bribing is needed. It's all love.
Sisters and brothers.
So
yes.
Tell us a little bit.
I can't
We like grandparents.
Your skin is glowing.
God has been good. He's been so faithful.
So we're gonna jump in.
Yes.
Where have you been for 6 months?
Oh gosh, 6 months. I've been in Atlanta for. Oh, thank you.
No.
I've been in Atlanta for the last 6 months. God opened up an amazing door, a door that I've actually been praying for 11 years.
Come on.
Opened up a door for me to work with Warner Brothers in the costume department, and there he then opened up another door.
Oh, won't he do it?
I mean, a bigger door, a greater door, a door that I have been praying for and speaking for some months now, and that was to work with Tyler Perry himself.
We don't have time to run around the studio tonight.
Yes, right.
I've been there. We just lift our hands. So one thing about getting connected, right? And people don't understand. And our last guest said relationship is so important to be in relationship, but it's also important to be rooted in a relationship with a higher power.
Yes.
And one thing I can say about you, Mr. I survived, Mr. This is what I've gone through, and I'm not a victim, I'm a victor.
Yes.
Mr. Come over here and let me breathe life into you.
Yes.
Because that's who you've been.
Yes.
You kept your relationship not only with your higher power, but with your city and with your friends, and God is rewarding you for it. So I'm just so proud of you.
Amen.
I feel like I did something. I ain't do nothing, but I'm proud.
I'm proud.
Tell us, what has been the hardest part of this journey?
Oh, wow. The hardest part of this journey is probably just the relocation portion, being away from my church, being away from my family, being away from everything that is normal.
Okay.
And then also, I was at the height of, I call my ministry, my outreach here doing I Survived work, and to be uprooted and have to go to another city and start a new, not platform, but in a new industry.
Tell us, for the viewers, what is the I Survived platform?
Okay, so I Survived. I started about 3 years ago. Survived sexual abuse from a former pastor as a child. Started a whole movement to empower survivors that have gone through any type of life adversity, to empower them to know that, hey, boom, you don't have to be a victim. You don't have to stay in your rut, but you can be a survivor, and you can also be healed and whole. So we have done a plethora of events in the city just to empower.
Come on. Okay. So let me just piggyback on that. The SAT word from when Rashad was a child, his teachers counted him out. And I know we talk about this all the time, and you guys hear on every black gospel station that counted me out. But no, his teachers counted him out. He was the person that they say would never read, would not write on his level, all of that. So plethora, baby, drop those SAT words. Tyler Perry, I can spell Warner, I can spell brothers, and I can spell bank. And so the reality is, a lot of when we talk about the corner and what the corner is, it's the essence essence of family, it's the essence of community, and it's the essence of overcoming adversity.
Yes.
So you were uprooted, left in the middle of the work, like literally we had just fed the homeless for a weekend. So we tried this crazy idea that he was going to pull the community together in the city, and all of us jumped on board because when Rashad calls, God and us answer. And so we fed over 1,500 people and clothed them and gave them resources.
Fed 1,500 and clothed 3,000.
Come on,
just in that weekend.
Clap that up. So in one weekend, and so the I Survive movement has been powerful, and it's crazy because when you're out in the trenches and you are actually boots on the ground working with people, you see those people all the time.
Yes.
But there was a young lady that I connected to under the bridge with the book bag and the cell phone, and I see her all the time. And so seeing her has nothing to do with me, it has everything to do with her, meaning she's still surviving.
Yes. Wow.
Because she could be dead.
Yeah.
She could be somewhere else.
In the city that we live in.
In the city that we live in. So now, will you be coming back this summer? I mean, this winter. Excuse me, my brain. I'm bringing you back next summer. Fall.
I don't know when it comes too early. It's fall.
It's fall.
Thanksgiving is fall. It's
all season. Will you be coming back, comma? I Survive. Will you be doing Thanksgiving and or Christmas here, or is it too soon to say?
No, it's not too soon to say. Like, the God has placed it in my heart, and I'm going forward with what God has given me to do. And we are coming back for our 3rd year celebration for Thanksgiving. And this year, I'm seeing it to just be the biggest that we've ever done. And it's not just going to be for the homeless, the community, the city of Baltimore. We need a day of empowerment. We need a day of prayer. We need a day that is going to restore us back. There are so many families in this city that are struggling and that are just like, just going through mourning and grief. And people walking outside their doors scared every day. I'm 700 miles away and I'm grieving for my city. Grieving for my city. So yes, we're coming back. We're partnering with you guys again. Because this is a God connection. This is a God partnership. And I do believe that greater is coming. And sometimes God has to let us get to the bottom just to bring us all the way back up to where we need to be.
You hear that? You hear that? He might be in Atlanta, but you don't hear that all way.
All way.
I caught it. Like
from West Baltimore.
All way back up.
I want to give a shout out to some of the partners that worked with the movement last year. So to Brian and the B&Ds, they were instrumental. To Anthony Presley down at the Druid Heights CDC, who allowed us to house our clothes and food and go down there and sort through and all of that. To people who came and donated. I mean, just everybody across the city. So while Rashad is in Atlanta, still carrying out his mission, he'll be back and forth. But guess what? We gonna call y'all. I'm looking at every camera. And we expect you guys to rise to the occasion. The first year you watched. The second year you might have called and came a little. The third year we expect you to pull up. Get your Cardi T and Cardi B and Cardi C. Hashtag pull up. Because the reality is we cannot do it alone.
You laughing at me?
Hashtag it. Even though that is my current hashtag. Tory Rose pull-ups and pop-ups. But anyway, but
we're going to continue that on.
You can use it. You're my brother. So, guys, you heard it live on the Connected Corner on this Good Tuesday night at 9/10/19 that we're going to be calling you. And we expect for your support. We expect for everybody to come together if you say you love this city. Shout out to Steve Williams, Stebo. And from the catering is what is that? I always mess with catering. KDW.
Yes.
KDW Catering. He cooked turkeys, bought the turkeys, cooked the turkeys, delivered the turkeys, carved the turkeys, seasoned the turkeys. He gave us 5 turkeys.
And a whole
6-foot
table
and bacon wrapped asparagus. So we want to just say thank you to everybody who came out last year and made it successful.
Yes, thank you.
So how do we find you?
Oh, you guys can follow me on all of my social media platforms. On Instagram, it is I am Rashad Corey. On Facebook, it is Rashad Corey. You can also follow the movement at the I Survive movement on Facebook.
Rashad Corey first.
RASHAD, not REY. Yes. And you can email me at RashadCoreyLoves@gmail.com and the info at I Survive Movement. .com as well. If you guys want to partner, please start reaching out now. But you're going to see more projects coming up from the I Survive movement by the end of this year, and more partnerships.
Awesome.
And more partnerships.
So we know that you're busy.
Yes.
We know that you dropped in to bless the corner here, the biggest chicken box out. Y'all know how we do it. Salt, pepper, ketchup, hot sauce, all one word. Go ahead.
What you did? We were not. We were in another chicken place facility, and the woman said, "What do you want?" She was like, "Salt, pepper, ketchup." I said, "You know this."
We was in hip hop.
We was in hip hop.
And salt, pepper,
And the girl
ketchup.
was like, she said, "Yeah." She was like,
I miss my chicken box.
we put out special. And I was like, "You know, you're not."
I forgot. I thought I was.
This is not 1 and 1.
I thought I was on. On my road home right here at the Connected Corner. Get connected. Any questions for Rashad?
I'm about to get connected.
Okay. She about to get connected.
I'm just happy you're here. It just made me smile. I feel like a proud auntie, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You guys are family to me, for real.
And you are glowing, baby.
Yeah.
This is the I'm trying to tell people. This is what the promise of the Lord looks like.
I know that's right.
It looks dewy and glowy
It
and
looks glowy.
hydrated.
Right.
Lord.
Call on those promises.
Lord.
Listen, they are yay and amen. Call them.
Lord. I'm just waiting. Just be fall on me, Lord.
I hear him saying it's already done.
It's already done.
Can you dance on
Road
that?
City Council 2020. It's already done.
It's already done.
Wait a minute. Let me try one more time. Lord. Okay. Well, listen. Let's clap it up for Rashad. We got one more guest. We are honored. We are excited, and we thank God for you. And you are definitely family, and we're gonna be here. Let me get my ginseng ready, so we can have a powerful weekend.
Yes.
And we're gonna be. It's gonna be bigger and better. We're gonna help more people each and every year.
Excellent.
And hopefully, one year we can stop helping people. You know why? Because we're gonna end homelessness
Yes.
in our city.
Yes.
So until that day comes,
In this crime rate.
we're going to end this crime rate. Until that day comes, we will continue to do the work. So thank you so much.
Yes.
We want to give you a hand.
Thank you guys. Thank
presence.
you so much for having me.
Surprise celebrities.
Just take a picture right here. Don't take a break. Come on.
All right, y'all. Give us 20 seconds. We got
trying to kill me.
the amazing and awesome Terry T. Rock T. Gross coming down. Give us 10 seconds. We're going to take this quick picture. Yes.
Sister girl.
Sister girl.
So no. That's what that sounds like.
Oh, you
So
don't like having that?
excited, awesome, excited, and awesome and excited. Coming to the stage.
Yes.
Coming to the table is the amazing and awesome Terry T. Rock Gross. Before Terry comes up, I'm gonna let you know Y'all better be ready. This thing is powerful. She's a Dove sister. She is a serial entrepreneur. She does so many different things, and she does them all well.
Yes.
So when people tell you you can't be a master of many things, they ain't never tried. She does all things well. She does all things in grace, and she does all things in humility. And because of that, she is a powerful woman, a powerful entrepreneur, and a powerful leader and mentor for other entrepreneurs across our city and across our state. So give it up to the amazing Terry T-Rock Grocery. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Yes.
Listen, I love me some you.
Good
I
evening,
do.
everybody.
Hey, girl.
Look at those dimples.
Yes,
see.
dimples.
Yes, dimples.
So it's gonna be funny, Terry, when you share these videos, these two, let everybody know. Say, hey, if you want to see me, I start at 14 minutes and 53 seconds.
I start at 14 and 53 seconds. If you just want to speed on to me, it's okay. But I would love if you enjoy the whole entirety of the segment.
Yes.
It would be your loss if you did not.
That's true.
Okay.
I love that. See, she's so inclusive. So, Terry,
Yes, ma'am.
how old are you?
I am 43 years old and
Don't
we'll
look
be
like it.
celebrating my 44th birthday
Yeah.
on November the 6th of 2019.
Woo, turn up. She don't look like it.
Scorpio season.
And what are we doing for your
Don't
birthday?
jump ahead too much.
Oh my
Don't
God.
jump ahead.
A Libra is talking. Lord have mercy.
So don't judge me. On my birthday, I always wanted to attend a Players Ball. What's that movie, y'all? I'm gonna get you
Place
sucker.
co-
Yeah.
If you know the
Place
movie,
Coach.
I'm gonna get you sucker. He had the fishbowl shoes.
Yeah.
With the
and they
dead
wasn't-
fish in it?
Oh yes, it was beautiful. So they having that, and I think I should show up and show out, and everybody else should show up and show out, just to have some fun. You know, it's around the whole Halloween time, harvest time, but if you don't want to say Halloween, whatever your preference is, but just kind of coming out costume-ish, having some fun, and being outside the regular, because we struggle with so many things every day. Doing something out the ordinary is uplifting, and that's
right.
what I'm all about.
That is awesome.
So somebody gonna
I
have to
can't
help
wait.
me with my outfit.
Oh, baby. Yeah, I know already started. So let me just tell y'all something really quick. So
Michelle
Terry
like
is
the
a part of
sound.
our team, and Terry is amazing, and you always come through at the last minute.
Yes.
You always come through. Not because you're a last minute person, but because I normally be like, oh crap, it's the last minute. Can I call on Terry? And so you save my butt all the time. Thank you for that. This time,
Kinda
we're
my lane.
and coming through for you. I've been looking for outfits for me and my wife. You know,
Facts.
for Kiana,
Yes.
for me and my wife.
Coordinate. You must coordinate.
Well, not only that, so
No.
being her younger cousin, we used to have to watch her go through, does this look good? Does this look good? How about this? Does that look good? How about this? Does that look good? I don't really
She
have
love
time
put me
for the
on
fashion
blast.
show right now. But I think all little girls grew up
Well, I've been doing
that.
good because what did the other? So it's my birthday season.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
she had to make
I
that
I
didn't
clear.
didn't, first of all, I
She
didn't
had
ask
to
her to
make that
clarify.
clear.
I didn't ask her to clarify.
Put the
My
lip-
point,
Go for it.
my
But I've
point
been
was,
I've
You
been
made
trying
fun.
to put some things together, knowing that I have somewhere to go, but I don't know.
she is doing a wonderful job. My point is,
hanging
I've
out.
been looking for outfits for me and for her
Yeah.
for your event, because we are going to come through for you, and not in the last minute, but we're going to come through for you because you always come through for us.
Yeah.
So we love you and we thank you for that. So with that being said, being a woman, being an entrepreneur, being busy, wanting to spread good vibes and be positive, how do you balance it all?
It is very, very difficult. One thing I do know is being realistic is what I'm all about. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I want people to know what their opposition, what they're up against, so that you can fight for it. I see so many people look on the outside, y'all, and they say, you know what, they doing great and they got this going on and that. But behind closed doors, you don't know what their battle is and what they're
Facts.
struggling with.
Big facts.
But the fact that they stand strong, they're resilient, and
Yep.
they keep rolling, that's the part that you're supposed to admire in
That's
people.
right.
And it's like things are going to happen. So for me to stand strong, if you look at me on paper, you go to
Yeah.
the Department of Taxations and Assessments.
Come
and
on.
those type of things, and you look up EIN numbers and all that
Yeah.
good stuff. I have a lot of businesses on paper because I'm not just one person.
That's right.
There are many entities in me, and at a very young age, I learned to tap into those things to express myself. I encourage a lot of people to do that, which is why one of the events that I'm so passionate about right now is Kitchella, because I want people to express, children mostly, to express themselves through the arts. It's bigger than let's put on a talent show and see Lil Raymond act up and we gonna pay and we have a good time. It's bigger than that.
So Kitchella.
Okay,
and when is it?
It is going to be, we're looking for our date, January 18th. We're sealing the deal with the Arena Players. There is a black-owned facility in the neighborhood.
That's how she
operates. Squirrel, come pick me up.
Yes,
That kind of thing. You know what I mean?
And we want to give a shout out to them as well. I'm sorry to interrupt, but to the Arena Players, because Roddy Orange Jr. passed away recently. He was a friend of mine, and it's crazy because, you know, I just turned 25 for the 10th time, and to think about people that were adults when I was a little girl, who were still adults when I became a grown woman, and watching them kind of transition out of here, it lets us know that we got to enjoy people while we have them.
Yeah,
so shout out to the Arena Players. Kitchella, thinking about doing it on January 18th. Not my favorite day. It's one of my ex's birthdays, but it's a Saturday.
It definitely is.
And it's going to be in the evening, I'm assuming.
Yes, we wanted to be 2020. It's going to be afternoon. I see you in Linwood on there.
Hey,
That's
Linwood.
my brother in business and in love. He is, his wife and him have a boutique. They have been in the industry. He runs a lot of the comedy networks that's going on here in the city. I'm teaming up with him because his heart is pure.
Come on, Linwood.
That's what I like. He feeds the homeless down there on Pennsylvania Avenue in Cumberland.
Oh, that's my
Often.
district. Hey.
How
I'm running for city council there. Linwood Davis, let's talk.
Brother Al, tell her what's the name of your church. Please forgive me for not knowing offhand, but I'm going to connect you on there. You definitely put in your comments, or I'll let her know afterwards. But one of my things is with the arts and having so many different things, y'all. Yeah. If you look at me on paper once again, I'm a notary public. Why? Because I'm a social worker, so I ran across a lot of documentation, people needing things. My population I was serving needed services. So if I can do it and get paid to run somebody else's, hello y'all, run somebody else's ship,
tell them
I can do that thing for my community.
She said ship, run somebody else's ship.
I can do that for my own community. And so I said, you know what? We need it after hours when the banks is closed. When grandma arthritis is kicking on her, she just came from chemo treatment and she can't get to the bank. I'm going to come to her household and meet with the family in the evening at 9:00. That's where I seen my purpose was. So that's one thing. Two, going through college, I was a bartender because you was making money or what have you. So I'm just good at it. Y'all, I'm getting ready to be 44. I've been doing this for a long time.
Don't look a day over 14.
Been doing it. My children are 25 and 19 years old. One lives on her own, doing her thing. My other one is in college, freshman. So I am out here just living my best life.
I know that's right.
I'm living my best life. Hey, I ain't going back and forth with you, Wiggers. I'm living my best life.
See how I just didn't say anything. I just did not.
Wiggers is like witches and figures.
No.
And we not dealing with none of the bad.
My bad.
Go like try to back and forth with you.
There you go.
Back and forth with you people. I'm living my best life. Okay.
All right.
So, Terry, the reason that I'm gonna cut up because I didn't know y'all. They telling me they over here slide me notes like wigger means something else. My bad. I thought it meant. I didn't. I thought it meant witches and figures.
Are they too
all
young
together.
Y'all too young? Y'all
don't know what
too
it
young
is.
for that word.
I didn't use that word.
They never use that word.
What about you, D-Nice? What you think?
I know what that means.
Well, you also from Virginia. I didn't know what it meant.
Well, she know in that Bamerish area.
So y'all gotta remember, I don't watch TV.
Hey,
Right.
hold on.
The Bamerish, where the Bamerish existed. Wait, so pull us back in because I'm sorry, I got excited. And so, if there's any witches or figures that are offended that I put the word wigger out there, I do apologize. That does not represent the views of the Connected Corner.
No, it's not.
And I'm too young to know what they talk about, so that was my ignorance. But it's blame it on RadioOnFire. I'm joking. So, how do we support you? How do we find you? We want to hear more from you. And next week, I want you to come back. I didn't tell Kiana. Kiana's not.
Oh no, I just already thought that.
Kiana's not
said
gonna be here. She's not gonna be here.
Yeah.
And I think when the cat's away, the mice can play.
You right.
I'm a little saucy. I don't know. You sure you want?
I want you to be saucy.
So when you were just talking stuff, I was like, oh, Terry should just come back and like, yeah.
I do not mind. One thing I can tell you. One thing I gotta say, y'all.
Please support Tory Rose. Please support Beehive Management and their consultation company.
Thank you.
What I'm telling you is we are connected to so many people that you don't know who you are really connected to. We have to support one another. You can tell me a big name, brand name company that you will support that does the same services. Start knowing people in your community that's providing that same service. That's what I'm all about. I'm about resources.
Thank you.
And so you have to do that. And when you don't do it, what happens is you have impersonal business relationships.
That's good.
Your support dwindles because it means nothing to you. If you see somebody
Start from the bottom. Now they here.
and then you supported them, you feel a part of it.
Yeah.
You're more apt to participate and share and all of that. And so we gotta start doing that, y'all. When we change our mindset, I think it'll be so much better. I see you guys doing it. You support so many other ventures. I like y'all flavor. I love y'all honesty. I love your business savviness. And I say keep it up.
Thank you.
Y'all, if y'all out there,
trying to make
that
us
is out there
Make
doing
us
their
cry.
daggone thing. You know,
Thank
we
y'all.
got
So yeah,
to.
it is
you,
hard
Ty.
as
We
a small
appreciate
business
that.
owner. Thank you, because what happens is we get so many phone calls and people will call and say, "Can you help us with this? Can you help us with that?" You know, we teach adult literacy. We do so many things. We do so many things on both sides. On both the heart side, it's free. We do it from our heart, so we don't charge anybody anything. And then the things that we do for the wealth side, we still do not charge what the industry's price and standards are. And so we have people who call us all the time. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Can you do this? Can you do that? And they're our friends and they're in our network, and we've put these people on to different things and we've built bridges, and they won't go back and say thank you, and they don't come back and give a testimonial, and they don't come back and say, you know what, this is a company that we stand by. And it's crazy because we get so many phone calls that we know that you think of us as someone that is valuable and resourceful, but will not write
blowing our phone up.
and will not write a testimonial. So that is a cultural shift that we have to shift. We're going to continue to press and change the narrative that there is beauty in the business of Black-owned businesses.
Correct.
There's beauty in the business of minority-owned business and women-owned businesses. There's beauty there. And so right now we're looking at how do we further our mission of helping businesses, small businesses, but also helping those vulnerable businesses. Because there are some businesses that start, like for instance, if you start a cooking page and you're doing seafood, shrimp, crab, and crab cakes in Baltimore, you got more longevity than someone who's going to start a resume business in Baltimore. However, the unemployment rates in Baltimore are increasing. So is the obesity rates and the health decline increasing. So you're telling me that someone who puts MSG, I go with my monosodium glutamate again, in food,
that's what it is.
that is frying food, salting up foods, giving us food options that are not always the healthy food options, will be in business a lot longer because we are consumers who like to eat. More so than the company that's saying,
we're gonna help you get a
I'm
job.
gonna help you get a job. It's gonna cost you $39. It's gonna cost you $49. But you're gonna get a combined experience of 30 years of business professionalism. We're gonna help you with your interview. We're gonna help you package yourself for success.
Right.
And you say, I can't pay $39 for somebody to do my resume.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
It's a give
That was
and
my little
take.
soapbox. I'm sorry.
No, you're supposed to be on your soapbox. That's what these platforms are
That
for.
was the mic drop.
It makes me think about me. And today I got a call from Reach Partnership. Thank you. They moved into their new location. Yes. Thank you.
I had such a good time with them.
I was so thankful to hear. They said, "Are you going to continue as the president of the PTSO?" And I thought long and hard about it. My child has graduated. She's in her freshman year of college. And I said, you know what? I could just keep it moving. She's gone. I don't have to worry about the troubles of it anymore. But you know what? I do. And I think about the kids that lunch is served, but lunch sucks there.
Come on.
So they're not eating a meal before they leave in the morning. They're not eating at lunch. You wonder why I'm not paying attention to you at school, or I'm trying to sneak out the side door to go down the street and go get a chicken box and some Doritos and a half and half. Don't play with what's really going on. I am tired of sugarcoating things that are going on.
Yes.
If you're struggling, say you're struggling. Let somebody know. And that's where things like the documentary that I want to do called The Working Poor. I work every day. I can sit here today, guys, and you can look me up. It's no harm in foul. Look it up. I have several businesses, but they're all little small entities, pieces of me. I didn't say they were thriving $1 million billion businesses.
Come on.
That's not what I said. I'll never sit here and lie to you. I want the facts so people know what it is. But I will say, I'm here a little bit of this, and I'm able to take a little bit from each one to build what I need for bigger purposes. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. You have to like what it is that you're doing. I get tired of getting up punching a clock for somebody else, letting them know I'm here, or I'm gonna leave out for lunch now, or you say I gotta take a break, but really I took a working lunch break.
Right.
I worked through my lunch break, but because of policy, I have to punch out and say I took an hour. You're playing with my time. People, when you want to do entrepreneurship,
reclaim your time.
just don't get it twisted when you want to get real. Working for yourself is sometimes harder than working for somebody else.
It is.
You have to
is
push
harder.
yourself harder. I gotta get up today. I gotta make these calls. I gotta go past such and such. I gotta advertise. I gotta promote. I don't have a big search engine popping off that's giving me my clientele. It is so hard. But I say don't stop because it brings you joy. I like that I do notary. I like that I'm a writer. I like that I bartend. I like that I'm a social worker and help people 9 to 5. I may be manning somebody else's mission, but my mission is bigger than what that job hired me to do. I go beyond my call of duty and do what it is that I need to do because that's my purpose.
Yes.
There. So I see women in power like you ladies here, and I will support.
Thank you, girl.
My cousin, I see you tuned in, cousin. I love you so much. She's a hospice nurse. We work hand in hand in terms of uplifting each other every day because we need it every day.
Yep.
Working into our places of business and continuing all our ventures. She's getting ready to open up her first assistant living.
All right.
And I powerful. Hey, Thomas. He say, hello, powerful ladies of Baltimore. I know that's right. Y'all know Thomas
Little.
Hey,
Thomas. Thomas, we gotta get you on the show.
Yes. Thomas is so powerful. He taught me about preparation. I know you would be happy to know that a lot of my residents who are seniors and disabled have their information about advanced directives of insurance and all that. So I thank y'all for having me on the show.
All right,
y'all.
so we are going to wrap up. I'm going to force Terry to come back and be with us next week. But Terry, how do we find you? How do we support you? You're always supporting everybody else. How do we find you, support you with your Instagram, your handles, your 16, 17 business names? How do we find you?
Well, each and every one of my business names is on Facebook and Instagram. If you catch me on Facebook, I'm Terry T. Rock Gross. Every page is the Spice Initiative, Fantasy Fusions, Spice It Up, which is the radio show that I'm on, Power 4.4 Radio, every Thursday from 8 to 9.
Hey, y'all.
Have a lot
they had me on last week.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
See. And on Instagram, I'm only T-Rock. I will connect with the show here, and she said I'll be here next week, so to be continued.
To be continued. So wait, I know we went over. We had surprise guests and all kinds of stuff, and Kiki ain't dropped her phone yet, and God is good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Do we have time for the entertainment segment?
I mean,
Can we just get 60 seconds?
Hit it.
All right, come on. I want to hear from D9.
Yeah.
all right, real quick. I got some good eats in Baltimore, black-owned businesses. I don't know. It got some vegans out here on my live. The Land of Kush is a vegan spot. I went there this past weekend. It's pretty dope. Tastes just like chicken box. Okay, real good. Also, Capitol Lounge, we was talking about that.
Yes, Capitol
Lounge on Pennsylvania Avenue. They are lit. They have this stuffed potatoes with shrimp and chicken and broccoli and cheese, and the drinks is off the chain. So definitely check them out. I don't know if you all know that the iPhone 11 Pro has launched. That means all you iPhone users, they have dropped a new iPhone. The iPhone 11 Pro.
Don't get it if you have not paid your rent.
Okay. It's 2 cameras on there. It's 2 cameras. It comes in a Pro and also like the normal, like if it was like a S, it's a little smaller. It's pretty dope. Also reminding everyone who's in entertainment, the Revolt Summit is this weekend. I will be in Atlanta. Tomorrow we are coming down in Atlanta. We'll be partying with the top celebrities in the industry. Also, I got a woo child. Y'all won't never believe this. All right, so a couple in Pennsylvania is facing theft charges. Over $100,000 in overdraft fees. Apparently, a bank accidentally deposited money into their account. Wow. And they went, of course, if you see some money in your account that's not there, you're going to go spend that.
Right.
So the bank overdraft.
I a bad word on air. I can't admit that I would take it.
So the bank has overdrafted their account and pressed charges against them and said that they stole the money because they already spent it.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to get that money back. So BB&T.
Ooh, child.
They need to get that together. But yeah, I'm gonna drop my account information so y'all can go ahead and do the same thing. And I ain't gonna be here. I'm gonna be gone. Okay. All right. Also, if y'all didn't know, it's Suicide Prevention Month. All right. So anybody that you know, please check on your loved ones. We do have the hotline number right here, 1-800-273-8255. Once again, that's 1-800-273-8255. If you need to know the signs of suicide, if one of your close ones are going through something, just check on them. Go on the website at suicideprevention.org and check them out. Check on your loved ones. Say I love you because tomorrow is not promised. All right, that's D Nice, and that was your entertainment.
Give that for her. Awesome. We also want to add BCRY, which is the Baltimore Crisis Response Inc. They are connected with us. We've done work with them before. They're connected with everybody because they are a resource to the city. Also, I want to give a heartfelt a shout out, an acknowledgement, I don't even know what the right word is, to the Carver family. So there was a young person who either was killed or may have committed suicide. I can't speak to it because I don't know. But there was a body found at Carver High School this morning on the basketball court. And regardless of what happened or transpired, it's a loss for our community. It is tragic for the students there, and it's trauma. So you guys pray for them, keep them uplifted, and be good brothers and sisters, and go check on the students there at Carver. It's still early in the school year. My God. So to deal with something like that in the community, so you guys know that's my neighborhood. We all live there. We all love it there. So we are going to be sure to keep our hands and hearts on them. So that's it. That's all we got. Share. Yeah, go ahead.
So we wanted to just share out there. We have a flyer that'll go up for father of Champaign, Mr. Dave Cowsers. His big birthday bash is going to be September 21st. And we will be in the building. We expect to see you guys there. It's going to be at the Columbus Center.
And I think I'm wearing this wig.
Lord have mercy. Hey, look, also follow me on Instagram at IamDNiceOne. Also on Facebook at DNiceEverett. I follow back, and you can also check us out on Fire Radio.
Radio on Fire.
What I said? Backwards.
On Fire.
I read it backwards.
It's
my bad.
RadioOnFire.com. All right, y'all. It's been real. You got connected. This is the corner, the connected corner, where you can get news and resources that you can actually use. Share, post, follow, donate, contribute, and love someone else. Get connected. Peace.